Everyone, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for supporting us all season. Today's a very special day at Rhinebeck. We honor our senior class. We've had an amazing season, and we have three seniors who've been a big part of it. Ryan, James, and Luke have been a blessing to me as a first-year coach. First season here at Rhinebeck. Same with Micaiah Johnson, our assistant coach. Without them, the season could not have been as successful as it's been, and I thank you guys very much for that. I took this job over the summer. The first guy I met was James Paul. James shared a lot of philosophies of life with me. They included things like mozzarella sticks being better than broccoli. And the strangest thing I've ever heard, that dunking is easier than doing a layup. I disagree.
Thank you for your patience.
I have enjoyed all your dunks this season. Then we have Ryan, the second guy I met this year, senior point guard. Met him, he just came back to school this season. Since the season started, we've been in constant contact. He's been like our quarterback of the team, great leader, always checks in with me. How can we improve? Always puts the team first. He cares about winning, he doesn't care about stats. A true leader. And then came Mr. Murphy, Luke Murphy, great guy. Big character, big personality, always knows when to keep things light when things get a little tense. And he was very clutch for us early in the season. Luke, thank you for everything you've done this season. I'm going to miss you a great deal. We've had a tremendous season, one of the best in recent history, and I want you three to know that you leave with great accomplishments, and you can always welcome back here, and you're starting the rebuilding of Rhinebeck basketball. We got some gifts for our seniors. If our senior parents could come down, we'll call them one at a time and do some pictures. First up, let's go with Luke Murphy. James Paul. And Ryan Cantu. I just want to take a second to also say a big thank you to Superintendent Latinsky and Principal Wilson. Their support all season has been noticed and greatly appreciated. Thank you, seniors.
First for Leffell, led by head coach Ted Garber. Benjamin Fortinsky. Joe Shanzer. Kobe Rabinowitz. Eddie Hoffman. And Abe Freeland. Rhinebeck is led by Coach Mike Denman and assistant coaches Micaiah Johnson and Matt Macias. Today's starters for Rhinebeck: Sophomore, Evan Janowitz. Junior, Alex Musikis. Senior, Luke Murphy. Senior, Ryan Cantu. And Senior, James Paul. Please stand for today's national anthem. Just a reminder, please wear your mask while inside. If you need a break, step on outside. Thank you for your cooperation. Play ball.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and sports fans from all over to LMC Media's presentation of Rhinebeck Varsity Basketball. This is Stephen Astis coming to you with Charlie McGraw from Rhinebeck High School. Charlie, we have a fantastic matchup between Rhinebeck and Leffell.
Yes, Steve, a historic season in Rhinebeck out of nowhere. First year for Coach Mike Denon, and last year they won, I think, 7 games, and they're already 15-3 this year. And senior day, they're only losing 3 seniors, and the star for the team this year has been number 23, RJ Hutt, Jr.
It really has been a magical season for the Rhinebeck Panthers, and they're looking to continue that here against the Leffell Lions. Paul takes the tap, gets it to Murphy, and Rhinebeck is in business. Murphy drives left and kicks the ball. And yes, it is off of his foot and will go to the Lions. The starters for Rhinebeck is Hamza Abdallah, Ronan West, Evan Janowitz, RJ Hutt, James Paul, and Ryan Cantu. First shot is missed, and the rebound goes to Hutt. Janowitz leaves it for Cantu. Rhinebeck swings the ball. Dribble drive, and Murphy from the top of the key off the mark. Rebounded by Abe Freeland. And here comes Leffell with the three-pointer. In and out, and Hutt with the rebound.
He's averaging 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2 steals, and a block per game. He's already got 2 rebounds, Steve.
Exactly, a nice shot there from Cantu off the mark.
In less than a minute, too. He got 2 rebounds in the first 50 seconds. At that pace, he'll be above his average.
He and Paul are definitely doing a great job this season in manning the middle. That carom tiffs out to Janowitz. Janowitz gets it over to Cantu. And Rhinebeck once again looking to move the ball. Three-pointer from Murphy. A little strong, and Cantu sends it in, but Paul had his foot on the baseline, so it goes to the Lions.
Coach Denman told us during the senior day ceremonies that Paul loves dunking. But
yes, we saw a little display there before the game. He was going for the windmill, and there, oh, a beautiful block by Hutt, as it appeared as if Hoffman had an easy layup under the basket.
that's his average, one block, but I'm sure we'll see a couple more.
Foul there is on number 2, Benjamin Fortinsky, his team's first, and Rhinebeck will have possession side out.
A little surprised they haven't scored yet, Rhinebeck, but they haven't. Schechter hasn't scored because of Rhinebeck's rebounding.
And Charlie, an interesting point about your stats that you're bringing up about Hutt is that while he is leading the team with 15 points per game, or 18 points per game rather, the entire playing team, the rotation rather, as Paul goes inside and gets fouled, shot doesn't fall, but he'll go to the line. Charlie, when all of the players are averaging between 5 and 15 points a game, that is a tremendously balanced high school rotation.
Thus the 15-3 record.
Exactly.
As Paul will go to the line for 2.
He drops the first one in, and that's the first point of the game.
Senior.
Second free throw is off the mark, and an ill-advised loose ball foul against Hutt. He cannot afford to get himself in foul trouble. That could be the opening for Leffell if he commits more careless fouls like that. Of course, he wants to grab every rebound, and you love to see that aggressiveness, but on a free throw miss to reach over like that.
It looked like it worked when he poked it away, but the ref with the late foul call. But look at the hustle defense by Hutt right there. Despite the foul, he hustled back and got a little, not a piece of the player, but his defense caused a turnover.
You can see, great point, Charlie. You can see the energy in him and how it's infectious to the entire team already. There he is in the lane, goes back out for the 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Leffell.
Janowitz.
Joe Schanzer now brings the ball up court for the Lions. Fortinsky gets it to the corner, and the shot by Rabinowitz is off the mark. Offensive rebound by Friedland, and he gets it out to Schanzer. Good deflection attempt there by Janowitz, but it got to its intended target. And now Fortinsky looks to swing the ball. Three-pointer. Might have gotten a piece of that one as it comes up short. Murphy gets it over to Cantu, and Rhinebeck is now on offense.
Hutt hasn't taken a shot yet. It looks like they've kind of keyed in on him when he gets the ball.
Not sure how much zone Rhinebeck has seen so far this year, but that's definitely going to play as an obstacle for Rhinebeck unless they can get some crisper passing inside. That ball goes off Fortinsky's leg, and we have a substitution as Adam Berkowitz comes in to replace Benjamin Fortinsky.
4th or 5th turnover already for their old name,
Solomon Schechter, right? Yes, we were both talking
Leffell
about how,
school, right?
wondering how many times we were going to use that name during this game.
For the Leffell school. Because of the good defense by Rhinebeck, as they still have a shutout with almost halfway through this first quarter. 4:19 left, and Leffell's about 0 for 10 from the field.
A lot of tenacious defense, too.
Hasn't made a field goal either. 1-0.
Yeah, I would say the offensive execution has been slightly better by Leffell so far. That was an up and down.
See, Hutt touched it and they double teamed him. And he kind of wanted to shoot it, but then he saw the hand in his face and then he jumped up and he traveled.
And what I'm seeing so far, Charlie, I mentioned it before, is a slight unfamiliarity on Rhinebeck's part on how to attack a zone because they are double teaming Hutt every chance they can get. Oh, beautiful pass and finish. The pass from Cantu and the finish from James Paul is the first basket of the game, and it's 3-0. The turnover on the tenacious defense by Hutt gives the ball right back to the Panthers.
Hutt lucky he didn't get away with a foul there.
That would have been the second one, right?
It could have been, but instead it's not, and now Reinach turns it right over.
He retreats for the three and drains it. And just like that, it's tied at 3. Great job by Hutt there on the pass from Paul to lay it in. Nice English off the backboard. 2 points for RJ.
Great pass from Paul.
It's the trick of playing against a zone defense. Nice shot there from Eddie Hoffman. A little bunny jumper just outside the lane. The trick of playing against the zone defense is to try and find those weak spots and take the shot when it's available. If you hesitate on any shot, one or more defenders is going to close out on you, and then all of a sudden that shot is gone, and then they can retreat to their zones, and now all of a sudden you're standing flat-footed with no shot. So you have to be able to shoot with confidence before the defense gets a chance to close out. Just like that. Beautiful shot. Oh, and a great follow there by Paul. Hutt unable to grab the rebound.
That was tailor-made, and it was a perfect opportunity, but he just missed the three, did Janowitz.
Yep.
To beat the zone, like you said.
So Reinach has gotten their shots. They just have not been falling from the outside. And Leffell has played rather effective defense, and they cannot afford to miss those shots. Tied at 5 as Cantu now brings it into the front court. Gets it over to Janowitz. And now Cantu has it out on the top. Three-pointer. Splash! He drains that one and barely moves the net.
Straight away and a couple feet behind the line, and no foul called, and Hutt with his fourth rebound.
They are rewarding his aggressive play, which I love to see. Beautiful drive by Paul. Hutt fouled there on the floor, fortunately, because that foul caused the travel. So if they didn't call the foul, they would have had to call the steps. It's a non-shooting foul, and Janowitz will take it underneath. Paul is being subbed out for Luke West, but we have a timeout first. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van.
Yeah.
In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
So far, so good.
Steve Anastas along with Charlie McGraw covering Reinach against Leffell. Reinach has it underneath. They get it into Hutt. Hutt over to West. Gets it to the other West, Ronan West. The Twins have been very effective for this Reinach team as juniors coming off the bench. Oh, Hutt goes inside right around Eddie Hoffman and lays it in off the glass for 2.
See him touch the backboard after? That was freakish.
Always a snazzy touch when you slap the backboard as you shoot.
As the ball was going in, he did, yeah. Second foul on Reinach. Janowitz's first. Hutt has the other. Leffell has 3 fouls.
Lions moving the ball around the outside, trying to find a soft spot in the Rhinebeck zone. That three-pointer is in and out, and there's a loose ball foul called, I believe, on Eddie Hoffman. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I believe his second or third.
Second, yeah.
So he will take a seat on the bench.
Berkowitz and Fortsinski all have one, and
Right.
Hoffman has two.
With 53.1 remaining in the first quarter. Will Hirsch, the sophomore, will check in and man the middle.
He looks to be their tallest player, which when they have the HUD out there, and Paul, I was wondering what height, if they had any height to defend him.
Yeah, and we'll see how effective it is. West's three-pointer is off the mark.
He's still an inch or two shorter though than HUD.
Leffell
HUD's gotta be like
has it.
6'5".
Good pressure D from the Panthers. 16 left on the shot clock. Oh, good ball fake. Shot off the mark, but he gets his own rebound. Good job by Joe Schanzer. So I'm not sure why he blew it dead. He mentioned something about the shot clock, but the shot clock is off because there's only 12 seconds left in the quarter.
He didn't run over and tell anything, so we play on.
Oh, hot called for the foul. Will Hirsch will go to the line for 2, and that's Hutt's second in the first quarter.
That's a foul you don't want with 6 seconds left in the quarter. He had no chance of making that basket the way his body was and the way he turned.
Exactly right. He's got to maintain his verticality there and just provide the imposing frame that he has with that length.
The first too. But he left him in. I mean,
I guess he figures with 6 seconds he'll get his breather at the end of the quarter. Free throws are good. Here comes Janowitz to West. West gets it inside the Hut, and the layup off the glass is good just as the buzzer sounds at the end of the first quarter. So, one period done here at Rhinebeck High School, and the Panthers lead the Lions 12-7. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime on a special game for the LMBA Rhinebeck. Please stay in your seats and cheer them on. Halftime LMBA is closed. Now back to the action.
What's alongside Steve Anastas, I'm Troy McGraw. And Steve, it was a good thing he left HUD in for the final 6 seconds and trusted him enough not to get that third foul as he's out now. But that's the difference between a 5 and a 3-point game. Is he had a nice basket.
Great point, Charlie. Oh, and a nice steal there by the West Twins. Gets it to Paul for the alley-oop, and he lays it in off glass. Nice job there. Sorry, Charlie, I took your call.
No, it's fine. That was like a moderate alley-oop because he caught it. He didn't dunk it. He caught it and then went down. As you said, the West Twins got the steal. And now we'll see the depth of Rhinebeck as the West Twins are in off the bench.
It was a tantalizing lob, but I think Paul just had it the wrong footing as he approached it, so he decided to just lay it in.
There's another steal by Ronan West. Don't know who got credit on the first one. It was him and his brother basically who caused it. You could have gave it to either Ronan or Luke on the first steal, but now he got that one as he has it up here. And between them, they have 1.5 and say a half a steal. As they swing it around. I like the way they swing that ball around, count the basket, and already 4-0 lead in this quarter for the Panthers to give them a 16-7 lead after probably a closer for comfort than they wanted to in the first quarter. It was 12-7, but that was because of a buzzer beater by Hutt. Should have been 10-7 if you didn't make that.
Exactly right, Charlie. And we were talking about the zone defense in the first quarter, and we're seeing how it can be problematic when you're playing against height and a cohesive passing team. As Paul hits that free throw there, Charlie, if they're not able to locate the bigs underneath, Leffell is going to struggle all afternoon.
They didn't in the first, but foul on West, his first, team's fourth.
You love the tenacity and aggressiveness of Rhinebeck, and as we were talking about, they're respecting Hutt's athletic ability and giving him the benefit of the doubt in the first quarter there. He could have racked up 4 fouls based on his aggressive play. So he is very fortunate as he takes a rest here.
And now's the time that definitely help for the playoffs, because Hutt could get in foul trouble in a playoff game, and if you don't have practice with that, it would not be good. Another foul by Leffell. It'll be their 6th, one more, and it'll be 1-1.
So that is the one thing left for this team to prove as they move through the end of the regular season and into the playoffs, Charlie, is can they win the close game? Such a cohesive team executes well and runs away with it, gets a double-digit victory, which most of their victories have been. But all 3 of their losses came on either buzzer beaters or last possessions. Oh, nice pass there, Charlie.
Yeah, and a good look from West, Ronan West, but he misses it. And it's 17-7 as they got 5 points already, 2 minutes through the second quarter, out of bounds on the air ball, and it'll go to Rhinebeck.
I love how Schanzer was ready to shoot and unafraid to shoot. Hopefully he doesn't let the air ball affect him, because they're going to need his outside touch to try and combat the size that Rhinebeck has. Coach Denman for Rhinebeck is in his first year. He was the coach at Yonkers High School for 6 seasons, and he is truly thrilled with the performance of this group. Now, they've been together for a long time, so the chemistry was built in for Denman.
Yeah, your friend Mr. West sent us the pregame notes, Patrick, father of the twins, and he gave us how far RJ High, Luke and Ronan and Alex Macias all played on a top AAU team in 4th to 6th grade.
Exactly. So
that was like 6 years ago.
When you play together that long, it's that type of thing that professional teams hope to achieve, that college teams wish to be able to fall into, because it takes time to develop that sort of chemistry and knowledge of where a player prefers to get the ball, where the player prefers to be on the court. All of those tendencies and preferences are crucial to giving a player a best opportunity to score and be productive.
3 in the corner is good. Another one for Joe
Schanzer is not afraid to shoot, and as I said before, Charlie, that could be just what Leffell needs to stay in this game.
Good play by Hutt to grab it away.
Great passing there.
Good pass again. And that three's good. Ryan Cantor. Remember when he was a freshman, he was on the team. Yeah. It's interesting because Coach Michael Vecchione, who was the coach like the last 4 years, when he came over here, he was the coach at Lincoln High School in Yonkers. And that 3 is off. Rebounded, a rare offensive rebound for Leffell, and Rhinebeck doesn't let them have another, blocks it, and off to the races Cantu. He sets up Hutt. Hutt takes it near the out of bounds, and West had it, And a crazy sequence here over to his brother, and a double dribble.
Ronan West had a little bit of a brain freeze there, as he had forgotten he took 2 dribbles to move it to the right.
As Coach Chad Garber with a timeout for Leffell, as Coach Denman hasn't used any of his timeouts. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Alongside Stephen Assis, I'm Sean McGraw. After leading 12-7 after 1, Rhinebeck is up 20-10 with 3:50 to go in the second quarter here on Senior Day, on their best season in about 25 years at Rhinebeck, and one of their best season a couple years, 2014 when they made the semis at the county center. But I think their regular season record wasn't as good as what it'll be with a win today. They're 15-3, so if they win today, they'll be 16-3, and that could be one of the best records in Rhinebeck history.
There have been a lot of very talented athletes that have come through the school system, so this is something they can really be proud of.
Rhinebeck gets the rebound. That's something Leffell has to, is get all the rebounds. They can't let any offensive rebounds if they want to keep staying in this game. But I bet Rhinebeck's trying to put this away basically at the half, and they could if they get a couple more baskets, but not if Leffell has something there, as they block it and bring it up. They could score here a 7 or 8 point game.
Great block by Hirsch, but they are really struggling to offset the length of Hutt.
Nice pass, but a little off, and they get it back out, and he knew it was off. And the key is they got to get more Schanzer threes in the corner, but because he's got 6 points on 2 threes for the Lions. Their defense has been good, holding Rhinebeck to 20 points through what'll be 10 minutes. Hutt with a pass, and West makes it.
Great job by Luke West to hit that free throw line jumper as he was coming in to crash after he thought that Hutt was going to shoot it, but Hutt got the ball tipped and he had to kick it out, so West was sort of coming towards the ball, and it's very easy for you to overshoot that kind of shot, so great touch from the junior on that one.
Right, but a good pass from Hutt, but
from Hutt to not put too
right.
much mustard on
Exactly.
it and make it too hard for West to shoot. Absolutely, Charlie.
But it could have been, yeah. And a good play by West, and then he just perfect shot right in front of the free throw line, and third free throw of the game. First for Friedland is missed for Leffell, as it's 22-10 as Hirsch comes out.
The one thing that Rhinebeck really has to be concerned about going into the postseason is their free throw percentage is just under 60%, which could be very problematic in a close game in the postseason.
Today they're 3 of 4, and it's all James Paul. He's 3 of 4.
Oh, and that's 4 of 5 because Hutt hit the, oh no, that was Paul that hit the end one.
Yeah.
Right. This is Russell Wexler who gets it over to Abe Friedland.
Hutt's third.
That is tough. You've got to figure with the 11-point lead. Denman is going to want to take him out.
They gave it to Luke West. It looked like it was on Hutt. Hutt thought it was on him.
Right,
he said
very
25.
fortunate.
I think coach doesn't even know. Another free throw, and that one is missed for Hoffman.
And
Schechter's got to make their free throws.
Hamza Abdallah comes in for West.
It was his second foul.
So Cantu and West have 2. I think Cantu has 3, right?
I have Cantu just with 1, Hutt with 2, Janowitz with 1, West with 2. Hutt's got, I missed both free throws. Hoffman. So Leffell is now 3 of 6 from the free throw line. And they gotta get that up a little, and good pass from Paul to Hamza Abdallah, and he makes 2, much to the crowd's delight, and it's 24-11. Rhinebeck building up a 13-point lead here with 45 seconds to go, but a 3 is good. A huge answer by the Lions. Huge by Rabinowitz.
The lefty, Kobe Rabinowitz. Something about a left-handed jumper that just looks nicer.
And that was huge because Rhinebeck, if they stop them there and they score here, they could be up 15. Instead, it's a 10-point game. With they could hold for a shot with about 5 seconds left in the quarter, as there's about a 5-second differential shot in game. Nice pass, and Hutt has his first basket of the second quarter. He's got 8 points.
Really impressive pass there from Abdallah.
26-14. And a buzzer beater, wow, a 3 at the buzzer, and Russell Wexter makes it a 9-point game, and that was huge, 26-17, so Leffell with 4 threes in the first half, and that basically is the difference, as it's 26-17 with 12 of their 17 points off the 3 ball. So we'll be right back with the second half here on LMC Varsity Sports, as Leffell hanging in here on Senior Day against 15-3 Rhinebeck on LMC Media.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
LMC Media helped me in my media journey from the very beginning.
And I was a video production intern with Larchmont Mamaroneck Community Television.
I started volunteering at LMC 10 years ago when I was just 10 years old.
I started out announcing games for the varsity sports part of LMC TV.
I started volunteering with LMC TV around middle school.
I needed a place to start so I could learn and grow not only in front of the camera but also behind the scenes.
I gained incredibly valuable hands-on experience in live video production.
But working here cemented my love for film and television production, and now it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
It gave me those reps, those opportunities to get some games under my belt.
There was something about working with my hands, being part of a team, and getting to meet so many different people over the course of a night that really inspired me to pursue a career in media production.
It mattered to me because I felt like I was contributing to a talented local station while also learning as much as I could about the community that I was serving.
By working on shows like The Local Live and the annual election night coverage from a young age, I was learning about and got to be involved in news going on in the community.
With the knowledge and confidence that they gave me, I now feel that I am well equipped to go out into the world and pursue a career in video journalism.
I wouldn't be where I am today without LMC TV.
As an employee of WNET New York Public Media,
I'm now a graduate student at New York University's News and Documentary Journalism program.
And it's helped lead to my career of announcing games for ESPN+.
LMC and the people here changed my life.
And I don't even know where I would be with my career or my ambitions or my passions if I had not experienced that internship.
And that's why I can't imagine my life without LMC, because they truly have built a community.
The skills I learned at LMC, I forever take with me on all my media assignments. So thank you, LMC.
So I'm very, very thankful.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
My name is Sean. I am a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, it kind of feels like a family.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high-definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
We're here right at 26-17.
Welcome back here in the third quarter after the buzzer-beating 3 by Russell Wexler for the Lions, his first basket of the game, and made it 26-17, but R.J. Hutt, 10 seconds into this third quarter, makes it him in double digits, and Rhinebeck up 28-17. Good answer by the Panthers. Good defense by Hutt, and it's rebounded by Ronan West. And Hutt gets it back, and he's double teamed. That goes off of the Lions.
He does a good job there to let it go out. It's sort of tempting as the ball is sort of floating there in front of you to try and save it, especially because you're under the basket.
Long three is off the front iron, but rebounded by Cantu. And he throws it away.
He thought he had Paul trailing on the baseline, but Paul was standing back ready to get the rebound off of Cantu's shot. So that possession just didn't work out. Good hustle by Cantu, though.
Lions off the back iron and no good.
Solid effort from Hoffman on that turnaround jumper. Just wouldn't fall, though. Leffell is just not getting the buckets that they would hope to, except for those threes in the second quarter.
10 points in the second quarter, including 3 threes for Leffell. And that's a block. It goes off of Leffell, Rhinebeck ball.
Now that's one of those interesting situations, Charlie, where the ball might have gone out off of Paul, but the spirit of the moment was that Leffell knocked it out. So since there's no replay in high school, they didn't have to worry about it touching his fingernail or something and becoming a possession, but no matter, it's a turnover anyway.
Right, it doesn't matter as it's a turnover, which leads to the 2 points. Fast break, and just the second, Benjamin Fortinsky, his first basket of the game, but just the second 2-point basket for Leffell. As Hutt in and out, and going to the floor hard was Hoffman, but he gets right up. As they have the 4 threes, 3 free throws, and now 2 twos. If they score here, they could cut it to a 1-possession game if it's another 3, but instead they throw it away. And Hutt with another steal. He's got 2 or 3. He's got like 2 blocks, 2 or 3 steals. It's the stat man machine. A little sloppy, though, as Hutt turns it over.
You know, it's funny you say that, Charlie. I was just about to comment on how the execution has been better on both sides of the floor by Rhinebeck. They just haven't had all their shots falling. Otherwise, they'd be leading by a lot more. But we have seen a couple of sloppy plays in the past couple possessions.
Back-to-back turnovers they had. That one's blocked by Paul and brought up by Janowitz. They turned it over twice in a row. One led to a basket, and then that one was that possession that Rhinebeck got right back on the block. But they lead by 9. Good pass by Hutt, and 3. Cantu with the 3. He's got a 3 in each quarter for 9 points as he just trails Hutt.
So they called the charging, but I think that was a moving pick, actually.
Foul on Fordinsky, his second. Team's first, just their first foul in the second half by either team. They had 6 fouls with about 4 minutes to go in the second half, in the second quarter, but they never got their 7th for 1-and-1. West has it. Foul on Rhinebeck.
So Rabinowitz with the foul there. You were commenting on how they didn't get into the bonus in the first half. It doesn't seem like they're going to get into the bonus in the second half either. Rhinebeck, that would be something that would definitely help Leffell's chances. And Rhinebeck will really run away with it if they start shooting free throws, even though they're not a strong free throw shooting team.
Both ended with about 6 fouls each in the first half. And a rebound by, and a first foul of the second half by Rhinebeck.
Good rebound by Will Hirsch for Leffell there.
Cantu, can't believe it, his second.
Rhinebeck is holding on to a tenuous double-digit lead.
That will no longer. 3-pointer good by Rabinowitz. He had a late 3 in the second quarter, and he's got one here. First of the third for the Lions.
Schanzer and Rabinowitz have both been solid from beyond the arc.
And another turnover by the Panthers, and they can make it a 6-point game again, closest it would be in a while, as This is what the halftime lead was, 9, and it's 9 again. And the Lions won't go away. Pesky, oh, they just missed that. That would have made it a 7-point game. It looked like it was going home for Wexler, who made that 3 at the buzzer, but he just missed it.
Yeah, that was a good raindrop attempt from him. Just didn't fall.
Cantu looking for his 4th 3.
I like how Rhinebeck is ready to shoot from the outside. It keeps Leffell honest on the defensive end.
Ooh, that one can't go home, and Rhinebeck will push it. Could have been an N1, but they don't call it. And timeout, Coach Edmond. So Ryan Cantu makes it 33-22. We'll be right back with 2:58 to go. Full timeout. Rhinebeck. We'll see you in 60 seconds here on LMC Media. Here on LMC Varsity Sports alongside Stephen Nessis, I'm Sean McGraw. Shout out to the Rhinebeck Booster Club for sponsoring us for this game. And the other game they did is that 3 goes in and out by Rabinowitz, as they did for the girls' senior day game. So great that they got us to do this game.
The Rhinebeck Booster Club has always been a very impressive organization. It's not a very large school, which enables them to be a little bit more precise with their support and their ability to be there for the entire school system. And so they've created a very strong network of parents and supporters throughout the community.
Amen to that. Hirsch is first. And Hutt has 12 points.
Zach Burton was helpless to defend that one by Hutt. Hutt has a good 7-8 inches on Burton.
Janowitz knocked it out.
Coach Ted Garber for Leffell has been the coach here for 7 years, 13 years as a coach, as a basketball coach in his career.
Includes a year when I was a senior at Bronxville. I didn't play, but I was the announcer, PA announcer, and he was a volunteer coach. I think that was his first year coaching.
Maybe. Tough situation there as the sophomore Will Hirsch wasn't able to hold on to it, Charlie, and that gives Rhinebeck possession here with 2:02 remaining in the third quarter. They've got a 13-point lead.
Building it up where it could be insurmountable with a couple more baskets, and that just goes in for Ronan West. Joe Segley, the athletic director, underneath the basket kind of had to get out of the way because they were coming through there, and he went through and was clapping for the made basket as the defense has stopped the Lions on a couple sequences here where it looked like they would score, and that another one they missed. And Hutt with another rebound. West again looking for back-to-back layups, and he gets rejected by Hirsch. And it's still 15 points. Thought about the 3. Paul, mismatch guarding Wexler. That 3 is good by Zephyr, and a good timeout by Coach Garber. So save a couple seconds in the second quarter by calling timeout as it still runs 12-point lead by Schaefer. A 12-point lead after the 3, and we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Back here with Stephen Astis, I'm Charlie McGraw. 12-point game after the 3, which has saved the Lions, Steve.
All throughout the game, Charlie, you're absolutely right. Without those threes, Rhinebeck would just be absolutely obliterating this Lions team.
And they get a steal, so they could cut it to single digits with another 3. It's the newcomer, Zach Burden, came back in the game, and he's over there. He gets it now. Passes inside, and a foul on the Rhinebeck newcomer, Zinger.
Josef Zinger.
Just kind of snuck into the game, didn't even see him until he made that foul, which is hard to do because he's almost as big as Hutt. And this 3 in the corner, oh, that would have been huge. Made it a 9-point game again. Instead, they fight for it, and they get it back. It's like a popcorn out there.
Tough outcome there, Charlie, as Leffell was all over that ball in several different spots in the offensive end. They just couldn't get solid hands on it. Rhinebeck kept tipping it, batting it, moving it around, and then finally West was able to grab it away, or was it Cantu?
Well, it was a foul by Russell Wexler. And
right.
Now Rhinebeck can hold for the last shot with now 18 seconds left. But if Leffell could have got that rebound, they could have held for the last shot after getting the offensive rebound. Said the 3 with 8 seconds. In and out by Janowitz, not the shot there. You give the Lions a chance. And the 3 near half court is off the backboard and the rim. It was a high one that almost hit the ceiling. 37-25 point lead, and Lions still have a shot if they if they can make some more 3 balls, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter here on LMC Varsity Sports.
The foul ball to start the 4th. Rhinebeck leads at 37-25.
Stephen Astis along with Charlie McGraw. I'll take you to the end of the 4th quarter here on the play-by-play. Russell Wexler had hit a 3 right before the end of the half and almost hit a nice 3 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Here he is again from beyond the arc, and he drains that one. So it's now back to a 9-point game.
He has 6 points, but they've been huge 3s, the one at the end of the quarter and then that one.
Hutt seemed to have stepped on the end line there as that pass went awry, and it is Lions ball here with 7.5 remaining in the game.
And another three by Wexler or Scharfer, and they could, Schnazer, and they could make it one. Oh, just missed that one, Steve. That could have made it a two-possession game. It would have been interesting to see how Rhinebeck would have reacted with their shortest lead since the first quarter.
Well, it is way too early to start burning clock. They need to continue executing their offense, and they just have not been doing it. Now Schanzer for three, and he drains it. It's now a 6-point game, and Rhinebeck calls a timeout.
That's how he reacted. He called timeout.
So with 6:53 remaining in the game, it is now 37-31. Rhinebeck on top. It'll be a full timeout for the Panthers, and we'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
And we're back with the Rhinebeck Panthers clinging to a fragile 6-point lead. And oh, there is Wexler. Takes it away, and he is fouled. And will go to the line for 2. You live by the 3, Charlie, and you die by the 3. And right now, the Leffell school is living by the 3 and the aggressive D. They have all the momentum and energy, whereas the 15, and that is the 7 and 12 Leffell School Lions, and the 15 and 3 Rhinebeck Panthers right now are feeling every bit of the stress and tension of the moment, whereas Leffell seems to be playing very free and easy. So the Panthers are going to have to figure this out here and regain control of this situation.
Oh, shot.
Misses them both, but there's a violation on Rhinebeck, so Wexler will get another try at the second free throw.
Steve, that's unacceptable. You can't have that. He misses both free throws.
It hasn't so much been mental errors by Rhinebeck, but that was one right there, and we'll have to see how crucial it becomes to see if Wexler can drain the free throw, and he does not.
It went in and out. I'm shocked, though. I thought he was definitely going to make that. And it looked like he did, and then it fell out, and he gets tripped up. And it's right up. A couple of times you've seen that. The Lions have gone down, and they bounce right up. And a nice play by Huck there. Exactly what Rhinebeck needed.
Absolutely. They were able to capitalize on the player hitting the deck.
He's got 14 points now.
Three-pointer is good for Friedland.
A new guy.
And it cut to a 5-point game.
So the 3-ball once again, but those 3 free throws missed.
Cantu has trouble getting the ball in, and Denman has to call timeout from the sideline. So with 6:09 remaining in the game, Rhinebeck now has only a 5-point lead. We'll be back in just a minute on LMC Media.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org.
So here we are again, this time 6:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Once again, it is Ronan West taking it out underneath. And once again, the Leffell School Lions are employing a full court press, and Hutt loses the ball out of bounds.
Wow. Coach Denman was not happy when he called his guys over when they couldn't inbound it. And it's got to be nervous time for them.
Hutt felt like he got bodied on that, and he might have, but they did not call it. And the ball caromed out of bounds, and now Wexler has it.
Nonetheless, they got to do a better job inbounding and getting the ball up the court.
This is a good test now for this Rhinebeck team to see how they can handle the adversity in the fourth quarter, as they will definitely face more talented squads in the playoffs. Burton now has it, gets it over to Schanzer. Schanzer is trapped in the corner. They get it inside. Oh, and Paul cannot block the shot by Hirsch. That falls, and it's now a three-point game with 5.5 remaining.
What a behind-the-back pass from Schanzer before, and then it got to Hirsch. And one possession game for the first time since early first quarter.
West does a great job absorbing the contact and dropping it in off the front of the rim. Back to a 5-point lead.
From the West twin, Ronan. Make it 5.
Ooh, that three-pointer is off the mark, but there's a loose ball foul called on Rhinebeck. They are not in the penalty, so it'll be an out-of-bounds underneath for the Lions. 5:03 remaining, and it's a 41-36 game.
Just Paul's first. Team's fourth only.
Ill-advised pass there by Friedland, but Hutt put his foot on the ball, so it's a kick ball and a new shot clock.
West got away with a foul.
Ronan West with the aggressive defense, but he cannot come up with the ball. Schanzer gets it into the front court. Now Burton gets it back to Schanzer, and we'll see what they are able to produce on this offensive possession. 18 left on the shot clock. Three-pointer from Schanzer comes up short. That is his second air ball of the day.
After all that, what a scramble by him just to get it across the line, and good hustle by Schanzer. And then he shoots so far behind, almost like 5 feet behind the line. Another turnover over there. 4 have been turned over on that side in this quarter. If not 4, at least 3.
Russell Wexler has been doing a great job of harassing the dribbler without actually making contact. So the contact is actually initiated by the offensive player who's trying to get off court, and that's why the ref is not calling the foul.
Steve, shouldn't they try and start looking a little long?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're going short, and every time they go short, they have trouble and stuff, and they get it. They should be looking for somebody maybe at half court to try and inbound it to break the press.
There is that, but the over-aggressive play can be capitalized on. Great point. Great block by Paul. And the ball goes in and out, and Paul gets the rebound. Here comes Ronan West racing up the floor. Oh, and he's fouled by Burton. The point there, Charlie, is if this is how they execute their press break, breaking from that could be detrimental in and of itself. And it's hard for high school players to sometimes break out of the structure of what the coach wants. They fear making a mistake, doing what they weren't told to do, so they stay within the structure, which is understandable. But your point, I think, trumps all of that. They really need to get the ball over half court.
Try something else, because the other thing's not working with the short pass. You got to try and get it longer. You can't even get it past there. Why go in the same corner 3-4 times if you have it? It hasn't worked. You got to.
It's a tendency,
go
exactly.
Over here in front of the Leffell bench, or go in the middle.
It's what the players feel more comfortable doing, even though it is not to their advantage. Good hustle by Rhinebeck.
Defense for their Lions to get a stop, and a much-needed one down 5 with 3:55.
The three-pointer from Cantu, splash!
And it's on senior day.
Back to an 8-point lead.
And he ties Hutt with 14 points. 4 threes and a 2. And a much-needed basket here for the Lions, down 8. It was 3 for about 10 seconds, and Ronan West made a basket to make it 5.
Right.
That's the closest it's been since the first quarter.
Oh, Janowitz almost had a steal there. Paul goes for the fake. Oh, and the block by Big Paul. James Paul swats it back after missing on the first attempt. Hirsch gets his own rebound and tries to put it back and has it sent back at him.
Coach Garber's a very calm guy, knowing him from when he coached Rossville when I was there, but he was not happy. He thought there was possibly a foul, not on the block, but probably before the block.
And Friedland, yes. And now Friedland takes a seat. Fortinsky comes in for him. Ronan West has trouble finding a player to pass it to and calls a timeout before the 5-second violation. 3:22 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rhinebeck holds on to a 44-36 lead for now. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
The LMC Media production van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media production van is ready to go whenever you need it.
Once again, Ronan West is underneath. Rhinebeck seems to be employing a similar press break strategy. There is Janowitz. He gets it across to Cantu. Oh, back to Cantu for the give and go layup from Hutt. Great give and go there.
What a pass by the stud RJ Hutt, and that was anything as big as his 14 points he's given to give Cantu 36. Wow, that was from the parking lot, Steve.
Beautiful three from Kobe Rabinowitz.
And that makes it a 7-point game from
the
10.
Leffell school is shooting with no conscience because they have nothing to lose here. They're 7-12. Rhinebeck is the big boy on the block at 15-3. And they have not been able to get anything of substance against these big men inside for the Panthers. Paul and Hutt have been sending back most of what they've been trying to put up from inside the paint. So shooting from three makes sense.
We got in that bonus unlike we thought because of the
all those fouls that were happening
defense,
in the middle of the court during the aggressive play, trying to fight for those rebounds and loose balls.
That's Janowitz's first point of the game. A big time for it, and number two would even bigger as it could make it a 9 with 2:46, and no.
So it's an 8-point game here as the Lions bring the ball into the front court.
They don't necessarily need a three, but they've been hot back there and they miss it.
West has the ball. They're going to take their time now. They want to get it across the timeline, but now there's Janowitz getting it up to Hutt. Hutt able to lay it in just before Eddie Hoffman is able to close out.
Great pass by Janowitz.
Back to a 10-point game.
That was a good play, but he just missed it.
Shot there from Wexler is off the mark. And Rhinebeck will go to the line for 1-1 as that foul is on Zach Burton, the senior.
His fifth.
His fifth, and he is out of the game. He was an aggressive defensive player, and they even put him on Paul for a little while, which is a challenge for him as he lacks the size that Paul has.
No points for him.
So with 2:03 remaining, Ryan Cantu on senior day looks to continue his excellent performance, but he misses that one. And James Paul commits the loose ball foul, trying to come up with that offensive rebound.
when you're that tall, you're prone to do that, and that's a foul every time. And he's gotten away with a couple, but that was...
You keep thinking that you have the height to be able to reach over without touching them, but any contact you make, they're going to be looking for it.
Right, and if you just go over, it's so blatant.
Once again, the swat by Hutt.
It's a block party here at Rhinebeck. That's got to be third or fourth.
Of his own, and then right, and then
tell your buddy, Mr. West, I think he's averaging a little more than one block a game.
Well, that'll probably put him over.
That'll come up.
Increase his average just on today. Free throw line jumper, rebounded by Hutt, and with 1:40 remaining and a 10-point lead, Rhinebeck will look to milk the clock here, and that should seal the victory. Although the Lions do have that three-point threat. Oh, fancy dribbling from Cantu, and he lays it in.
He shot it early. Could have took 14 more seconds off the clock, but what a layup.
As productive as Hutt has been here today, I think we'll have to agree that Ryan Cantu will be the player of the game for the Panthers.
Especially
here on
senior
Day, yes.
Ben Hutt, yep.
He's been playing some excellent defense. He's been controlling the action as the Lions put the ball in the hoop, and Coach Garber calls a quick timeout with 55.9 to play and a 10-point lead for the Panthers. We'll be back in just a moment on LMC Media.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Stephen Astis along with Charlie McGraw for the last 56 seconds of action here at Rhinebeck. And they have a play that they execute nicely, and Paul loses it and travels. He thought he was going to get the alley-oop from Hutt, and he was ready to leap and slam it to put the exclamation point on this game. Hutt fed it to him on his hip, and he could not grab it in time to go up for the dunk.
And then he traveled.
And then traveled. Janowitz with a nice deflection there, 46.9 remaining.
They have 5 fouls, so if Rhinebeck inexplicably fouls, it won't be 1 and 1. It's not shooting.
The freshman outside shooter, Russell Wexler, inbounds it for the Lions.
Who have to move quicker.
Takes the 3.
Ooh.
Off the mark, offensive rebound. There's Schanzer, in and out. Rebounded again by the Lions. This time it's Fertinsky. Wexler has it, dribbles, shoots. No good. 25 seconds remaining, and Janowitz gets the rebound and is fouled.
They had their opportunities.
They definitely had several opportunities to try and cut into this 10-point deficit. But now with 23.5 remaining and the shot clock off, Janowitz will go to the line for 1 and 1. Janowitz is a sophomore at Rhinebeck. A valuable contributor to this roster, playing significant minutes all season long. The three-pointer is short. The ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds, and West will inbound it for Rhinebeck with 15.4 seconds left. And the game essentially no longer in question. However, the ball goes out of bounds with 10.1 remaining on the clock, and it is Rhinebeck ball. So all they have to do is inbound it, and we'll see if the Lions choose to foul. And they do. So with 8.7 seconds remaining, there is no give up in the Leffell School Lions.
Coach Denham not happy with that. But hey, RJ Huck gets to pad his stats if he can make it. Leffell had a chance. They had 3 chances. They got all those rebounds. They could have made it 7 with about 40 seconds to go, and you never know. And then, but they missed
all
those
of these
threes.
fouls and everything would have made sense, but with the 10-point deficit with 8.7 seconds left. I love the no give up, but now with an 11-point lead, and now Coach Denman is getting his reserves in the game.
Hunter Merkel.
Alexander Nisius
trying to get the
check in.
That's why. Paul and Cantu.
And Hunter Merkel, the sophomore. 3-pointer from Schanzer is off the mark. Rebound by Rhinebeck, and that will do it. So the final score here at Rhinebeck High School is the Panthers 52 and the Lions 41. A fantastic performance by Rhinebeck on Senior Day. For Charlie McGraw, this is Stephen Astis. Thank you for watching this game. It's been a pleasure bringing this action to you. And we want to thank the Rhinebeck Booster Club for providing us this opportunity to cover the action here at Rhinebeck High School. You've been watching LMC Varsity Sports.
Back here on senior night with the seniors, we have Ryan Cantu, Jake Paul, and Luke Murphy. And Ryan, you had 17 points, hit a big clutch outside shots. What was the key tonight for those big hit shots?
We prepared hard, we play hard in practice, and we just get everything done and we execute those type of plays. And we've been doing that every game in the fourth quarter.
And Jake, to play with on the front with a player as talented as RJ Hutt, with the two of you, how much better does he make your game, and how you're able to help him as a senior as well?
Every day in practice, we always guard each other. So when it comes to game and there's competition, not as good as RJ because he's a very good player, it makes it a lot easier in game.
And Luke, what's it been like to be on this team now with the seniors? Did you know you guys would be this good, or it was kind of out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely out of nowhere. To be honest, I thought we were going to kind of flop this season, but these kids and every one of the starters, they've really they stepped up from the game one. You know what I mean?
Ryan, did you think you guys were gonna?
No, because I wasn't here last year, and then I came back.
Last year, Mickey Mouse season, you know.
Yeah.
And was that what Coach was saying when you guys met? So you really met him right as like he was hired, and did you know from the get-go he'd be a great coach?
Well, I mean, I didn't know him right away, but it just seemed like he actually wanted to win and care about the program, so that's what we needed here.
And what do you guys need to do for the playoffs to have a game less comfortable than today, more comfortable than it was today?
Practice man presses, because we really haven't done a lot of that, and basically just full speed, every single game scenario we got to go over, so we're prepared for everything, and then we'll be fine.
All right, thanks guys, Ryan, Jake, and Luke, thank you very much, and we'll be right back with a wrap-up here on LMC Varsity Sports. Thanks guys, thank you. All right. Back here on the post-game show after that interview with the three seniors, Luke Murphy, and the seniors were also Cantu and also Jake Paul, as Ryan Cantu led all scorers with 17 points. RJ Hutt had 16, and Rhinebeck won this one 52-41. They improved to 16-3, and the Lions are 7-13, and Rhinebeck will probably be the 2 seed in Class B. As this one wraps up, thanks once again to the great Rhinebeck Booster Club for sponsoring us and getting us to cover this game, and also to Mr. West for all the stats and information and help getting us to do this game with the Booster Club as well. So once again, final score 52-41 Rhinebeck over the Leffell School here on senior night. And for my partner, Stephen Astis, for community sports producer Rob Moretti, for the executive director, Matt Sullivan, and for Jeff Rado, it was also Sean Riley and Jordan Harper. Once again, for Stephen Astis, I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great evening.